You mentioned wanting 3 or 4 fights. I mean, obviously, it sounds like Wonder Boy and Colby are 2 of those. Who are the other guys on the list before you head up to fighting for the title?
Who would you want to see?
It's a good question. Shavkat?
I've trained with Shavkat. I'm telling you now, me and Shavkat will be a hell of a show if that happens one day.
Yourself and Ian are touted as the biggest prospects in the welterweight division. Can you see you facing off with Ian down the line?
Тебя Иена Герри считают одним из главных проспектов в этом дивизионе. Считаешь ли ты, что в будущем вы можете встретиться?
иә әрине екеумізді жекпе-жектерімізді жеңіске жете берсек кездесіп қалуымыз мүмкін.
Yes, if we keep winning, there's a chance that we're gonna fight.
Seems like the one name who doesn't have an opponent right now is Shavkat Rakhmonov. Do you see that as a potential opponent with a win here?
Fucking right I do. 18-0 undefeated, 18 finishes. I'm game for that. I do believe that after Leon and Bilal, he's going to be fighting for the world title. I think he makes the most sense to be next. So me sitting here saying I'm going to fight him next doesn't make sense in my mind. But absolutely, that's a fight that's going to happen down the line. I think both me and him stylistically match up well. We sparred together. I mean, I've shared the cage with him in Kilcliff, down training with Henry Hoof. I've sparred him. I've learned with him. We've spoke. You know what I mean? He's a phenomenal fighter in every aspect of the game. I have nothing but respect for him. And to go out there and take his O and him to try to take my O, that's going to be a fight. I would love to do that for a world title. I would love him to get the world title and then for me and him to fight and take his O and take the belt.
How do you think a fight with you and Ian Garry will go?
Как ты считаешь, ваш бой с Иеном Герри прошел бы?
Мен жеңісіммен аяқталатын сияқты, Құдай қаласа.
Yeah, with God's willing, I'm gonna win.
I'll be there. I'm going to have a chat with Hunter and Dana later on and figure out what's next. There's some big names. There's some cool matchups. There's Shavkat, 18-0, undefeated. I'd love to get my hands on him. I've trained with him. I have nothing but respect for the guy. But I want to be the first guy to take his O, and I know I can do it. I've just beat the fastest guy in the division other than me. When it comes to striking and skill, so I can do it. When it comes to grappling, we've seen the growth that I have. I'm excited to go out there and prove it against someone like him.
Shavkat, you've had the chance to work with Ian Garry and Vicente Luque with your time at Kilcliff. Who do you think is going to win that fight?
Ты тренировался и с Иеном Герри, и Висенте Люке. Как ты считаешь, кто победит в этом поединке?
Білмеймін, кім мықты болады, сол жеңіске жетеді деп ойлаймын.
I don't know who's going to be more ready at that fight night. He's going to win.
You've got people like Shavkat. That fight excites me so much. Shavkat's incredibly talented. I have nothing but respect for the guy. I've trained with him. I've shared the ring with him. We've hit each other. We've trained with each other. I've nothing but respect for the dude. It's purely out of, I don't want anyone else to beat him before me. He's 18-0, I'm 15-0. Let's go out there and put on a show and let's see who's really better.